Stronghold Crusader II, the long-awaited sequel to the beloved Stronghold Crusader from 2002, was launched 12 years later in 2014 and had mixed receptions to say the least. For those who don't know, Crusader is one of those games which is extremely dear to its community and is often considered flawless.
Nice.
With a strong foundation and a number of balancing mods and tweaks available, the game still has a very active player base 24 years later. So needless to say, Crusader 2 had pretty big shoes to fill. And to no one's surprise, it failed. Now, don't get me wrong, I, along with many others out there, still think it's a good game. It's just that it could have been so much better. Firefly Studios, the team behind the Stronghold series, has delivered amazing titles in the past, such as Stronghold 2 and Stronghold Legends, but they surely missed the mark with this one. So, what went wrong with Crusader 2? I did quite a lot of research while I was scripting this video, and was rather pleased to see that the players were critical of the game in a rather fair way. While there were many individual reasons, I tried to categorize them in 3 subsections. Number 1, the game design. Frankly, it feels like an unfinished game. Most of its elements seem to be around 80% complete rather than fully realized. The AI lords, for example, are given artificial advantages. In the original Crusader, AI opponents could build self-sustaining castles with only minor assistance. However, in Crusader 2, their advantage seems completely unfair and are far too obvious. It feels frustrating when you're managing resources, building your castles, strategizing for warfare, while the AI lords essentially receive divine intervention in form of free resources. I wasn't sure if it was really that big of an issue, so I checked the Stronghold wiki, and lo and behold, look at this. It clearly lists all the ways in which the AI cheats. I'm personally not a fan of such tricks in RTS games. A small boost to help the economy is fine, but free troops and gold, that's just too much. This is especially annoying for new players who struggle with how difficult the Shad and the Sack are. Just kidding. Even if you excuse this for the sake of plot armor, something about the AI lords just feels off-putting. See for yourself.
A message from the Sultana.
For justice.
War saddens me, but these lands must be defended.
Gird your loins, boy. I'm back for revenge. Your mother will weep for you, boy.
Prepare my horse and make ready to leave. Just a sensible precaution.
The Stronghold series has always had lively, expressive characters. Their dialogues made it clear which foes were easy to defeat.
What courage, what bravery! Ride on, my noble knights, ride on!
Am I victorious? Oh yes, I am!
And which ones were the true threats.
My forces have struck another blow against you. This is but the beginning of the end for you, my friend.
Does it please you to watch your castle fall about you? You are weak and not fit to command an army.
But in Crusader 2, it seems like the developers rushed through this aspect. Had they spent another year polishing the characters and balancing their playstyles, the skirmish missions would have been a delight. That is, as long as you're willing to ignore the actual gameplay. Speaking of which, gameplay and balancing. Now, where do I even begin? There are a lot of issues, so I'll list them one by one and in no particular order. Inflation. Everything in this game is super expensive. If it were purely a castle building simulation, that would have been fine. But since it's also a warfare focused game, the high costs make it feel like a slog just to set things up. Troop pathfinding. Troops often ignore player commands or even basic logic. For example, if you place melee units to protect archers on towers, enemy units might skip past your melee units and directly attack the archers. Look at Saladin's
Fabled assassins
and their ability to scale walls, while ignoring a wide open gate right in front of them. Fabled assassins indeed. And if you don't mind, if you're enjoying the video so far, do let me know by hitting that like button and dropping a sub. That would mean the world to me. Thanks a lot, and let's continue. Camera controls. The camera is too zoomed in, even at maximum zoom out, and the field of view feels extremely narrow. It's like I'm wearing horse blinders at times. Removed content. Many beloved features from past Stronghold games were simply removed. Here's a breakdown. Several siege units like the siege towers, laddermen, and tunnelers were removed. To be fair, units like the war wagons and war wolves were added. Defensive structures like wall hoardings look great, but rolling logs were removed. While I'm unsure if rolling logs were actually historically used in Middle East, so I'll give this one the benefit of doubt. Fear factor. This feature affected worker and troop efficiency and happiness based on good and bad buildings that you could have placed. It added a lot of life to the castles, but it's gone in Crusader 2. Idle peasants, drunkards, housewives, and children playing around added immersion to the castle sim experience. There were even voice lines when you clicked on them.
Morning, your lordship. No ale, my lord. Morning, your
lordship. No hops, my lord. A well-earned break, I'd say.
All of it gone. I'm sure I've missed other removed features, but you get the point. Performance and bugs. The game doesn't handle dual monitor setups well. Sometimes the game appears on one screen, but the cursor is stuck on another. Other times, UI elements appear on one screen, but are only clickable on the second one. It's absolutely baffling. On top of that, there are plenty of bugs as well. Units randomly get stuck, especially at the gatehouses. Workers and oxen pause awkwardly before performing their actions, which seem to be minor, but is actually quite impactful in the long run. Now, the positives. Despite my criticisms, I do want to highlight what Crusader 2 does well. Graphics. While we all love isometric Crusader, I don't think Crusader 2 looks bad. The desert landscape feels immersive. The details like dust clouds, tumbling rocks, and vibrant colors add a lot of depth. Music. Dare I say, I prefer Crusader 2's music over the originals. Tracks like Sand Jumpers and Breath are absolutely lovely. However, the music system ruins the experience. Battle music constantly interrupts peaceful tracks every single time, just killing my vibe. Hey, that's the last drop music playing. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna interrupt the music and play some weird song again. As I was saying, it played the battle music again. Economy. It's actually more profitable to craft weapons and sell them rather than selling raw iron, encouraging industry-based strategies. Multiplayer. I haven't experienced Crusader 2's multiplayer myself, but I've heard it offers one of the best multiplayer experiences in the series. I could be wrong on this one though. New units. Additions like healers, slavemongers, whirling dervishes, and Sassanid knights are frankly quite awesome and gives the game a fresh appeal. Conclusion. It's easy to focus on the shortcomings of a rather anticipated game, especially when its predecessor is considered a masterpiece, and especially when you're looking at it from the glasses of nostalgia. But I like to believe that the things that I mentioned in the video are rather objective and quite apparently the game's shortcomings. This video may seem like a rant or just a bunch of complaints, but honestly it's solely because I care about the series a lot and even enjoyed Crusader 2, but that does not excuse all the things that were obviously flawed. I was originally going to make a video on how underrated Crusader 2 is, but while researching I realized that the criticism it receives is not really unfair. That's pretty much all I had to say, and would love to hear what you guys think about it, so feel free to agree or disagree with me in the comments down below. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking it, and if you would like to see more such videos or are a Stronghold or gaming enthusiast in general, then do consider subscribing. I thoroughly enjoyed making this video and your support would let me continue doing so. This has been your host Rah-Q, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day and peace out.